The bitches, they love visuals.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker. Let's roll.
Good morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Welcome to Sergeant's Time. This is the last Sergeant's Time of 2018, right? Is it? Sort of, kind of, I think. Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center Excellence on this 27 December 2018. This is the last Sergeant's Time of the year. There will be a show probably New Year's and New Year's Eve. I don't know. That's up to whoever host wants to go ahead and bust it out. That's fine. All on them. So I'd like to welcome you to our Thursday Sergeant's Time episode with my gunner in the turret, Spanky.
Hello.
Tonight,
I'm here.
yeah, tonight we were just gonna shoot the shit and just hang out and talk about stuff and things and stuff and all that. And the next thing you know, somebody. I think this has been about the worst case of stolen valor I've ever seen. I think. There's a lot of drama going on with the president's visit, and our surprise guest is Jim LaPorta from Newsweek. He is a staff writer with Newsweek and has been on with us before on the Monday edition, actually back in October, and has joined us and shot the shit with all that. So he's our surprise guest tonight. So glad. Thank you, Front Desk, and thank you, Flash, for knocking that shit out. That was good work. Good work. Because some of the stuff that I've been seeing on the media now, I don't want to say I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on with this? Everyone's attacking everybody, and I figured why not go to a forum, a galactic forum. Oh, I sound like that guy from Men in Black. Let's go to a galactic forum. A man came in, an orange man. He went to Iraq. He's worlds to me. And he dressed up soldiers. Anyways, we'll just wait till Jim gets on here and we'll shoot the shit about it. There's some funny shit going on. No, it was not Mia Khalifa and it was not Jennifer Aniston. That was the surprise guest. I know everyone's been like, oh my God, it's no. Yeah. So we're not gonna talk about it. Thank you guys for listening from overseas. Appreciate it. It's already Friday over there. Totally appreciate it. Holy crap, we have so many people in the chat just blasting the freaking, the chats. God, what is Truth Army Recruiting? What's Holly? What's going on? What's up, Jeff? What's Benjamin? What's Tyler? What's Timmer? What's Flor von Mecklenburg? Yeah, hello, willkommen on this kanal. We have Daniel. Oh, you like that intro, huh? Yeah, so welcome to, of course, Kelsey. Welcome everybody, John, of course, Courtney, everybody who has come in, all my favorite fans, all my faves, and of course the always regulars, the ones that are always in the chat. Where's what's her name? Isn't there like Bailey, and then there's like Christy, and then there's like Holly, and then there's like who are the other ones in there? So what like everybody's like just jumping in there. I have seen so many people right now in the chats. I am so glad I'm drinking a mixed drink, almost like a Four Loko. Do you know it's like really get you drunk, but it's like it's tasty too, and that shit will fucking get you drunk. You'll be fucking fighting fuckers in no time, type shit. You know what I mean? It's like, but it hypes you up. You know what I mean?
That's tequila for me. No, yeah. But
that's what it is. Bourbon. It's bourbon. I'm just telling you, man. It's one of those things where I'm pumped, totally pumped about the show tonight. Got pictures, got images. Yes, I love it. There's some, like I said, I can't wait for Jim to come on. I'm pissed off because you know, when we have a guest come on WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments, I'd like to come on, shoot the shit, and just talk about. We're completely 100% open-minded, open-eyed, and open-eared. We want to hear everything you got to say. We want to hear what you want to know about, and also the stuff. If you're a guest on, we kind of come in, and you know, we've had guests come on back and forth and shoot the shit with it while we build a rapport with our guests. We develop a network, and we want to hang out with them, and you know, we want to say, hey, what's going on, or keep in contact and all that. Well, there's some things that are happening on the social media world that kind of pissed me off about, you know, people going after Jim. Well, actually, it was Flash that brought it to my attention, and he was like, look at this shit, dude. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, how was your Christmas? Spanky?
It's over. You know, Christmas is only fun for the kids. It's so much work, but it's done. I put the tree away. I took everything down. I vacuumed the house. There's no sign of Christmas left. I just need to get it all shoved in the attic because it's all in the garage, and trash days tomorrow. But yes, it was fun. Everybody had fun. So much food, all the presents, all the paper everywhere. But now it's gone, and then I feel better now that it's all gone. I took a nap after it was done, but it was great. How was yours?
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was
okay. Just good. I like that. Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It was actually, you know, it was good. It was, you know, family and family, and you know, they're family, and you got hanging out with family, and you got family, and then you have family. That's all I can say. Then you have family. Woo, man. I'm sorry, Mike. I don't have tits. And Spanky doesn't want to show off boobies because, you know.
No, not showing them. Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, she ain't gonna show them. Yeah, she ain't gonna show them. You know, I know Tata is gonna be shown in the chat. But anyways, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it was pretty. It was, like I said, it wasn't bad. You know, dinner was good. Hanging out with the family and stuff. What's up, Jake? Hanging out and all sorts of shit and. Yeah, just family and family. Yeah, family.
Right.
That's all I can say. Really, that's what I can say right now is just dealing with just family. Everybody, come on, everybody knows the deal, man. If you and you know, me, got baby mamas and ex-wives and all that shit. So my calendar is always scattered throughout when it comes to the holiday season. And just due to the fact that you know, I just freaking you know, it just didn't seem like it was just busy. It just seemed like there was task. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind hanging out with family members. There are some family members that I had not seen in a while. Some of them came, and some of them, you know, hung out and all this stuff. Didn't mind hanging out, but is there like a rule about family and the tolerance level of family, of said tolerance of family during the holidays? What is the tolerance level of family when it comes to a family? You know what I mean? What's the like for instance for you? I mean, God, that's what sucks about being a radio host, because then you hold all these feelings back, and then when you have a show, your family's gonna get the ass because they heard you on the radio. Is that really what you think of me? Yeah, shut up, get the fuck out of here.
I went to look. See, are any of mine listening right now?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at mine too.
I didn't go home, and I do not go home for Christmas. It upsets my family, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Y'all can come here if you want, but it's not happening. And I don't go. The last time I went it just happened to be because I was on PCS leave. That's the only reason. And it was for Thanksgiving, not even Christmas. But it's just, you know, I think it's so much work and everything, even when I do it at home. It's just like I got about a 72-hour window before I'm like, it's like me and my brothers are like 8 again, and we're about to fight. Like we're about to have WWE in my mom's living room. I don't know what it is. It's just like we regress back to our childhoods, and we get on each other's nerves. So it's like, nah, can't handle it. I'm gonna kick their ass. And they're both bigger than me now, and then probably could kick my ass, but I ain't letting them. So it's like, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But that's just it. That's how me and my brother start acting. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like we regress to our childhood, and we just want to fight each other over stupid shit.
I just want to make sure that wasn't just me then. I just want to make sure that was not just... Okay, all right. So, like, there's a tolerance level of said angry towards family when you're hanging out. No, Jessica Lynch will never be a surprise guest here. I'm just letting you know right now. Just fucking saying. No. Nope. Well, no. I have a story about Jessica Lynch. Should I even say about Jessica Lynch? I mean, should I talk some shit about Jessica Lynch or something like that?
You can do what you want.
Oh, whatever. Isn't she like a fucking a war hero or some shit? I'm just kidding.
Let me Google her. No.
Well, yeah, let me Googleize her. Let me Googleize her. Oh, Ice, how you doing? That was on my watch. I know who she is. She's a hero. Oh man, yeah. So there's like a family. I don't know. There should be like a family tolerance level. You have a family member that comes over and you have like a tolerance of, okay, it's something like when you have your friends coming over or something like that. There's a person that unless you're like really into somebody and like, you're trying to whoa and hang out and all that, that's a different story. Cause you're trying to hang out. You want to spend some time. But if you're just a family member that you're just there and I haven't seen you for a while, then yeah, cool, come on over and all this stuff. Because I haven't seen you for a while. We got a lot to catch up on. But then there's got to like be isn't there like a window of the opportunity for you to say no, or you got to go, or you know what I mean? Just,
right.
There's got to be some level of I don't know. I don't want to piss people off. People I can get guarantee right now. I'm going to get text messages from my family. I can't believe you said that about me. You just said I just a couple hours ago.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my family. I love my brothers and mother and everybody to death. But I think it's just that we are all so much alike. And we get on each other's nerves after about 48 hours. It's like, okay, we're done catching up now. And now it's just like, okay. Remember when you said that one thing that one time? It's like, now we want to fight over it.
Yeah, exactly. You ever notice that family members like get fucking drunk memory? Drunk memory of shit that happened years ago that you completely forgot about. I remember when you were 15 years old and you hit me in the face with a ninja star and I'm like, that was an accident. We were all playing like fucking South Park Fun with Weapons, and I hit you in the face with a goddamn ninja star, and now you're gonna hold a grudge with me, and now we're like in our 50s and shit. You know what I mean?
No, it gets even better at my house because my one brother shot my other brother in the knee. It was on accident, like they were out shooting, a bullet ricocheted.
Exactly. Hey, what's up, Bailey? Oh, snap! Oh, got the Tecate. Oh. What's going on, Bailey? Thank you so much. Welcome to WTF Nation Radio Starts Time. Oh, you said Tecate. Oh, shit. Oh, the Tecate. Oh, anyways, man.
And all of us stash liquor in the bathroom or in the closets. It's like we're a family of alcoholics or something over the holidays.
No, it's funny. No, it was. Yeah, no, exactly. I'm like, where'd you get that fucking drink? I had that hidden purposely. How the fuck you find my booze? And family members like, what? What do you mean? You found my fucking booze. No, I'm just curious because, most family members, like I said, some of them are like really cool that you haven't seen in a long time. And then there's like the dailies, like the daily family members that you always see. Like, you mind if I come over for Christmas? No, we're traveling. And you're really traveling, but you're not really traveling. You're not telling them destinations and shit. Cause I don't want to say you don't want to get away from your family members. They're just, I see you so much. I see you all the time. Christmas is every day with you. You know what I mean? There's got to be shit you have to stop talking about for me to fucking go take a shit or something. God.
Oh, I hide from my own daughter at times. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to the bathroom. You've been in the bathroom for an hour.
Exactly. What the fuck you doing in the bathroom? And why do we hear ice in there? What the fuck's going on? I hear a fucking ice chest and some fucking glasses. What the fuck's going on in there? I'm hearing sipping and shit. What the fuck's going on? There's Terry in my fucking bathroom hanging out in my house with a vape. What's up, ice? The fuck you doing in my bathroom, Terry?
My best friend has bought me one of those cool little ice buckets so I can mix drinks in my bathroom. My bathroom is like huge. I could live in there. She bought me one of those a couple of years ago for that exact reason. So I don't have to go to the kitchen and make another drink if I need to hide in there.
Yes, that is true. I did hit a family member when we were kids. We were kids yes, we were playing ninjas. Fucking gotta hold a grudge and shit. The scar healed. What the fuck? You don't even look like you got your fucking face slashed by a goddamn shuriken. Shut up. Oh man, yeah, but I'm serious though. It's just kind of like, you know, you don't want to be rude to family members. You don't want to say, okay, it's time for me to go, or hey, it's time for you to fucking go. You literally are hanging out and like stripping. Okay, well, is it really time for bed yet? And I'm changing in the living room. Yeah, motherfucker, it's time to. I'm changing. I'm getting the fucking Ranger panties right here, right now. Yeah. You're like, really? You know, fucking booze is spilling everywhere. The fucking dog. I can't even find the fucking dogs and shit. I'm like, I had dogs. You're a fucking poor ass fucking dog outside.
Last time I was home, I have a dog bite scar because my brother's dog and my dog got in a fight.
Yeah, see?
That's why I don't even go.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even bring.
Dogs are fighting.
Yeah, exactly. The dogs are fighting, and then you got that, and of course you have them uncles. You have those uncles that like to fucking get the nephews fighting and shit. I'm one of them. Hey, you gonna fucking let that dude talk shit? I don't know. Well, no, don't be a bitch. Get over there and fucking, like, you know, go ahead. He's in there like our third cousin. He's third cousin. Don't worry about it. Not gonna fucking matter. Hit him. Come on, can do it. Do it. But he's not gonna. No, he's not gonna say shit. And all of a sudden, whoop, your kid's crying. Then you're like, oh, yeah, I don't know what happened. They were just arguing and shit, and the next thing you know, one of them fell. We'll try to get a toy or something like that.
I had nothing to do with it. I'm not.
I have nothing
at all.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see a damn thing of what you thought you saw. No, BBI did not use a baseball bat across the kid's face. Who's that kid again? Dude, it was, like I said, it's just one of those things where it always, it was almost like, I dare not say this because that would really sound fucking old. Shitter's full.
We just watched that.
Christmas Vacation. Oh my god! It just seemed like there was just a recipe. It just kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. I'm thinking, okay, let's kind of like, shit. What do I? Yeah. What? That's right, man. That uncle, the straight up, the uncle, the mean uncle. I'm the cool and the mean uncle too. So there's like a little shit in the family. They're like this little punk. Everybody knows. Everybody knows there's that one fucking kid that's a punk in your family. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna handle that ass. Come here, baby guys. Come here. Now go outside. I want you to go play, but I want you to take his toy. Huh? Yeah, he just got them for Christmas. Yeah, the one he got for Christmas. Take it.
Starting a little cousin fight club.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up. You damn. Hey, I'm talking. You damn right. I'm talking about you. Oh man. Yeah, I'm serious, man. It's just one of those things where you got them kids, man. Oh, everyone's kids is an angel, of course. Hang on, I'm gonna get another drink of my.
Absolutely, I know mine's the best kid ever. Really.
Yeah. Like with my kid, didn't do nothing. Yeah. No, he's just painting the fucking cat, and that cat. I don't have a cat. Where'd the cat come from? Cat's got fucking spray paint all over his fucking ass. What the fuck's going on with that cat?
See, mine's the same way I am now, and she's like, when can I go hide in a room? Where can I find a space? I need to go hide from everybody so I can play on my phone and text all my friends and say how much this sucks.
Well, I have the family members that don't like that try to reel me in to conversations, and I don't bite the bait. I don't sit there and. So what do you feel about what's going on in the military right now? And I'm like, oh yeah, check this out. Oh yeah, well you know what? Did you know that smoking medicinal marijuana or eating totally fucking out of the net? You know what I mean? Totally out of whack. I don't give a fuck. I didn't want to get in. I didn't really feel like it. It just seemed like lately it would have been a lost cause. It would have been a moot point had I not or entertained any type of fucking argument that any family member would have thrown at me. But yeah, exactly, Jake. Exactly. Yeah, see, Matthew knows the nephew fight club. Kitty, in liquor and fucking glue and stapled to the fucking door. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, somebody stapled his fucking cat on the door. It's fucked up. Who stapled a cat? When you all fucking fess up. Do we even have a cat? Oh God, yeah. It was just like I said. It It was I mean, it felt, the hecticness for me felt like a Christmas Story where the dogs run in there and eat the fucking turkey, and then Christmas Vacation all wrapped into one. It was like, it was just so overwhelming with me. I mean, I was like, I'm so glad that I had some, I had some individuals, kind of like help me out through this. I mean, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking... It's okay, man. It's chill. You'll be good. I had some people that I was close to that kind of helped me out with this, but I was like, wow, man, damn. And okay, see you next. You gonna stay for a new? No.
No.
No. No fucking way. No fucking way. I mean, no. We have other things going on. I have other places I need to go, and I can't find a sitter for the kids. You start immediately all the excuse. I always knew. Now I always wondered. No wonder mom and dad made that shit up. I was like, we're gonna go somewhere else, and I didn't realize it. And then I'd get in the car when I was a kid, and then I'm like, so where are we going? No, shut up. Oh, so we're just lying to the relatives so we don't have to fucking hang out. Shut up. So now I know.
My daughter knows that look. Like, this is my you better not say a word look.
Yeah, exactly.
She learned that look at about 3.
Yeah, exactly. It was just, oh God, all the excuses. I sounded like my dad. I was my dad. No, I got things going on. We got other things going on. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I got other stuff going on. Yeah, baby mamas and exes and blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's really what it was. It was not anything big. It was not anything. Yeah, but some reason, man. Oh man. So those of you who helped me out during that time, thank you so much. And it was very very much appreciated. Glad you had my back. Yeah, I was man. But the kids made out like bandits, of course. They all got their loot, they all got their stuff. They're all, all the toys and all the clothes that they wanted and all the gift cards and all the stuff that they want. They all got it. So, dad win. So
Right? Like, the girl has this thing for pineapples lately. It's been about 6 months now, and it's really weird because she likes pineapple decorations, pineapple like phone cases, stuff like that. And she doesn't eat pineapples like at all. She doesn't like them, won't eat them, but she has this thing for pineapples. It's just weird to me. I'm like, whatever. At least she doesn't eat pineapple on pizza because she would have to move out.
Yeah, you're right, Branko. Fucking family tolerance equals shots, man. So for one, I would have polished off a couple of fucking bottles if there was, it should be like one thing that a family member does that drives you up the wall. You have to take a shot, like have that drinking game going on.
I'd be dead.
Yeah, I was about to say I would have been like empty bottles and shit clanging around. I would have fucking made Molotov cocktails and fucking lit up the goddamn Christmas tree the ornaments and stuff. Yeah, it would have been bad. Yeah, it was. Oh, it was just, I don't know. It just for this one was just fucking man. Frozen paintballs at 20 paces. Oh man. No, because you always have that one family member that likes to shoot for the face. You know what I'm saying? You got that shoot in the face, and you can't even fucking play. You can't even.
That's usually me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was aiming for the head too. It's like, I'm gonna play paintball. Yeah, you can't play. Why? Because you fucking up the. I don't know how you do it, but you up the paintball gun, and you always aim for the head. Fucking cover it up. So
right?
Yeah, all right, Kelsey, take it easy. Got a blast? You got a blast, Kelsey? Is that what you said? You got to leave? You got to take off? All right, well, see you. So have a good. So, anyways. So what was it? Oh, yeah. So when we recently lost the position of the Secretary of Defense by Secretary James Mattis. He's departed. He's no longer the SecDef. He had issued a letter of hey, I'm leaving. I'm resigning. You need to get a president that's more in line. You need to get a Secretary of Defense that's more in line with blah, blah, blah. And pretty much told D. Treasy, hey, I'm out. Then I'm going to transition out. D. Treasy got upset and fucking immediately, as soon as he read the letter, said, no, you're out now. So
no, I hate you first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, blessed be to Mattis. So say the knife hand. So yeah, he's got to be out by 1 January. Really odd to do, placing his replacement, from what I'm gathering, has like no military experience and no Defense Department experience as well. It's kind of like one of those things where like, oh, I don't know, okay, well, so then what?
So he's just going to do exactly what he's told.
Yeah, fucking yes, man. Right. Yeah. So again, that's some of the breaking stuff that we had. It's fucking. It just felt so. Like I said, it's fucking. No, I felt bad. Felt bad that we couldn't even get a fucking Secretary of Defense to dip out gracefully. Well, you thought he was good or not, it doesn't matter. He was, he should have been accorded the professional courtesy of peacing the fuck out.
Well, that's just it. He did dip out peacefully and gracefully, because he knew, being in the military, the importance of left seat, right seating, and that's what he was willing to do. It's just that, our president decided that he wasn't happy with that and decided, no, you got to get out now, and I'm just going to put someone that's not experienced, as an interim until we get someone else. That's the way I see it.
Isn't that kind of like chicken shit? I mean, that's really, okay, spare me the fucking, fucking MAGA. Spare me all that shit for a second, okay?
Yeah.
That's fucking chicken shit, dude. You provide somebody that amount of, layover time. Historically, there's always been a layover time between sec devs when it comes to stuff like that. And then all the new sec dev is doing is getting briefs and shit like that, and then that's it, right? I mean, that's what you normally see, but never have I seen. No, he's out, and he's out now. No, not only is he out now, he resigned. Oh, okay. It's almost like he was trying to like do a dig on him. No, actually, he was doing a dig on him. The way I see it.
No, that's the way I see it too. And if you think about it, any incoming commander or any position, if time allows, you always have like a left seat, right seat. You see the new incoming commander coming around, like, who's that guy? Okay, that's our incoming commander. And they're, either doing change command inventories or doing something, getting briefings, looking over everything. They're not coming in completely blind, and whoever takes over now will be.
No, this is not the new Call of Duty 5 on the Mixer chat. Though I figure since Kevin Spacey, he lost his gig on Call of Duty, I can do that. I want to do Call of Duty. I want to voice a bad guy on Call of Duty. I mean, badass. I mean, Call of Duty World of whatever, because there's so many Call of Duties now. It's unreal. Call of Duty Christmas War, or some shit. Call of Duty Family with Christmas. Christmas family. No, this is not the new Call of Duty. Paintball guns, exactly that. The Ice Nephew combative rounds on Call of Duty 6 or whatever. To me, everyone's saying in their comments in the Mixer chat that just because you have experience doesn't mean experience. You're right. There's individuals that could have plenty of experience, but be 100% completely fucked up in what they do or what they did. It may not have been a good, whatever. I think that there's a lot of, like you were saying, there's a lot of yes people now coming in, and I think if you just don't, it's almost like you had an administration before that was as far as military, we just had to deal with what we had to fucking have, and we had a president that came in, we didn't like him, hey, fuck it, everyone sucks it up, and we just fucking dealt with it. I think this one, I just kind of, it just feels weird with this one. It doesn't feel. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Perhaps I see things in a different lens. Perhaps I see something that's kind of weird. Call of Duty Black Friday. You ain't lying, dude. Kevin Spacey super rapey. Yeah, he is. Did you see that video he made? Tenfold Times. We'll talk about that this Saturday. It just doesn't feel like it feels. I don't know. It almost feels like it feels frustrating. Just when you watch him doing some shit when it comes to the military, it's like haphazardly frustrating when you watch it. It doesn't seem like, I don't know, got a plan or some shit, or you're planning on saying something, you're planning on doing anything with these military members, or what are you gonna do? Type shit. It's just, I don't know.
Like I said, he had the most qualified person there, so I can just, hopefully he finds someone at least somewhat close to being qualified as, Mattis was. I, don't think, like I said, I think he had the best person for the job. And, yes, it should be someone somewhat aligned with his views on where he wants the country to go because he's the president. But it shouldn't be someone that just agrees with absolutely everything. Yes, when it shouldn't be someone that's going to argue with him in public or anything like that because I'm pretty sure General Mattis, if he did, he wouldn't do that in an open forum because that's just to me disrespectful. It's okay to disagree with your commander in chief. You just don't like blast it everywhere. Like
well, and that's another thing too. You bring up a good point. You really do bring up a good point. There are just conversations that just need to be protected. Every conversation that I've had with one of my soldiers, I've not posted, I've not blasted on Facebook. I've never ever said, well, so and so was so fucked up, and bam on Facebook, and bam to the main page, and bam, 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 bam.
Right.
If there was an issue that I dealt with, just dealing with fucking people, just being that way as a person. The screenshot motherfuckers. There's that one woman. There was one EMT that was screenshotting a bunch of fucking shits, so that way she could use that as insurance later. And it was a Florida story, of course, or something like that. Where she was using screenshots to fucking blackmail motherfuckers and get busted. Shit like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the way I see it. Once I deal with you professionally in a manner that is professional between us, and it's only in one room between you and I say, you're fired, or I say, hey, you need to work on this, or I say, blah, 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 and we handle it and done. I don't go running to fucking Twitter or fucking Facebook and start talking shit in all the fucking chats. I don't. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be done. You don't immediately, all of a sudden can the fucking dude after he writes a resignation. Dude is professional as shit to write a resignation letter as fuck.
Absolutely.
You're supposed to be professional about it and not be a bitch. You're supposed to be professional about it and not point your shit or blast your fucking shit on the streets.
Absolutely, or just throw your desk and say, "I fucking quit."
Yeah.
I've wanted to many times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But once you submit that resignation to your boss, your boss should have the professional courtesy. And I'm sure everyone can agree with me on this one. You have the professional courtesy of having the one-on-one. I mean, you don't want to get no fucking scoops, or you don't want to talk about what happened with whatever. You just want to get hey, look, we're done. Here's my resignation letter. And then you don't go posting it on social media and Twitter. Oh, yeah, well, I didn't fucking agree with him anyway, so look what we fucking done. Oh, fuck his resignation letter. Now, 1 January, he's going to be the new guy. Fuck that. You're out of here. Like literally trashing the dude, kicking a man when he's down. If you've ever resigned from anything or you've ever stepped down from something, that's fucking humbling as fuck. You're like, fuck, you feel like an ass. You feel like a shit. You feel, oh, fuck, it's fucked up. Name your job. Name your whatever. Hell, if something from school or a duty position or something like that, you're just like, hey, I just can't fucking do it. But you don't sit there and fucking go ape shit and start fucking,
Oh, I know. Like, and I've had to in a way, so I get it. And who knows what was said behind closed doors, but nobody trashed me. There was at one point in my career I had to step down because I medically couldn't do it for a while.
Well, I mean, but I'm pretty sure in your realm, because we've talked about it. You've even said it was handled and it was good, and that was
right.
it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, it didn't work for someone. Like, no, you have to leave right now.
Yeah, hang on, we're gonna take a call right quick. It's been a while since we take any calls. So, WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Okay, wow, that was awesome. But you didn't realize you called a radio station. What the heck was this? Oh, who am I gonna? Oh, no. What's my catch? Who do you think? Hang on, man. Come on, dude. Come on. WTF Nation Radio on the air. Hello, dude. Why is this dude going? Yeah, I guess you realize it's not gonna work. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, the thing is where he's gonna run or not. I guarantee it. There's so many individuals. Now, look, you can't. There's a lot of reasons why there's there's individuals in the military that should not be in civilian positions, and there's some people that are civilians that should not be overseeing the military in some items, but obviously we have in some positions, but we have checks and balances and all this other shit. Everyone talks about calling the president fucking, what's his name? They call him Bone Spurs or some shit. Is that the new hotness of what they call him now?
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Name anyone. What makes me mad is that name any of the congressional anybody in Congress. Name anybody in Congress who are his age that have served in Vietnam or Korea as well. The dude's like 70-something years old. So name your. Go ahead. I'll wait. Of individuals who have served and not served and all this other shit. So I throw the bullshit flag on his experience, on him being in the military. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. There are just some individuals that I remember as a general. Oh, dude, you're fucked up. You want to run for president? Fuck that. I'm not voting for that, dude. You know what I mean? There's just some generals that are not, that shouldn't be running for office. Now, there are some generals that didn't make it all the way to 4-star or whatever, that I know would be badass fucking presidents. That they weren't, they retired early, or they didn't make it to their 3rd star, they didn't make it to their 2nd star, or something like that. General Perkins.
There's so many
I want General Perkins. Yeah,
not
General Perkins should be the. If there's anybody that should be running for president, I got some candidates for generals. If we want to talk about generals and 4-star flag officers, General Perkins, General Hertling, who else? Admiral McCraven, General Madness. Did I just say Madness? Fuck you, Ice. Why are you mixing me with him?
You did.
I did call him General Madness. General Mattis.
To be his running mate.
Yeah, he's being running mate. Let's see, who else? General McChrystal. Any of those generals I could see running for office and all that with having some understanding all that, because now that they've been retired, they've been out in the, I guess you say, in the system. You know what I mean? They're in the system to where they can, I guess you would say they've been retired for so long. They know what it's like to be a civilian now. They've had the dirt kicked in their face. You know what I mean? You can kind of.
There was a reason why General Mattis had to get I can't remember whatever kind of waiver or whatever it was, so he could be the Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, but my point being is that there are some generals out there that I could see, and just by knowing them, some of them that I know personally, some of them not like fucking best friends and shit. Come on, I don't fucking hang out with generals. But that I know of, that I have served with and worked with before, I know that I've seen them in deployed environments, or a thought, something that you would know that you just see somebody that's going through some duress and shit. That's like when you see, that's like literally how you know somebody, when they're really scared, when they're really fucking tired, or when they're really drunk. That's how you know somebody. So when you see a general in a bad position, when you knew him as, like, say, a brigade commander, or you say you knew him as a division commander or something like that, you would say, God, remember when that was happening and that motherfucker just did this and did that and didn't give a fuck and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I could see him being president. So those are just notables that I just threw out there, because I've, been in the Army, a long time. A lot of the officers that I know are up to that rank. I knew them since they were lieutenants, and, they'll see me at the PX. Oh, shit, you're a sergeant major. And I'm like, fuck, dude, you're a fucking 4-star. Hey, wow, see ya, sir, or something like that. Oh, come out for a drink. Oh, yeah, right. We're not going down to the local biker bar and hanging out afterwards. But what I'm saying, though, is that you do see some notables. So that's, to me, some of the qualifications, back and forth. There's some officers that were great generals and all that stuff that probably won't do good as a civil servant. Does that make sense? I mean, is that, I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see.
I'm not going to be able to, I could tell you what lawn mowing is like and what it looks like mowing when I retire. The cleaning of all, the perfecting of lawns, the painting of rocks. The great non-commissioned officers center of excellence tells you how to, I don't know, fucking whatever. Anyways, my point being is that I don't know. I guess it's kind of like one of those, you have to know the guy. Like, no one would ever expect you, Spanky, to be, or myself, doing this.
Mm.
They probably think, oh shit, those motherfuckers are pogues. I'll never follow them. Fuck them. Blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, fuck, it's ice. Fuck, that's fucking baking. Holy shit. What would I fucking do? You know what I mean?
Right. No, I understand. So, I would never, even 10 years ago, see myself where I am right now, and definitely don't see me doing public service, or, even what I do day to day.
Oh, Jake, why'd you do? Dude, you just triggered me. Why? General Colin Powell would be an awesome candidate. General Colin Powell would be badass. But according to Rush Limbaugh, like Jake said, he's a colonel.
Oh, Jake, you're gonna get ice started.
You don't get me, no, please don't get me started. Because Flash was trolling him and shit and all that. And I think he shut off his Facebook because, he got, I think he got blocked. I can't remember. Flash was poking the bear with, Rush Limbaugh, and there was some drama.
Right.
Yeah. We also got our feed cut too because people were crying that we were using copyrighted material from from his shit. Dude, we caught you on tape. We blasted your shit out. The podcast is up that you said that General Powell was a colonel, so I don't want to fucking hear it. But yeah, Joe Biden, no, no way, dude. No. Oh no, not Joe Biden. He has too many. Joe Biden has too many memes and pictures of him being too creepy, touchy feely type shit. You know what I mean? No, I don't see him going. Really, like I said, I'm talking about generals and shit. I'm just talking about their future of whatever. So again, we shall see what happens. All I know is this is kind of shaking my. It used to be that we voted for the other party because we didn't want Hillary to come in. It didn't matter who it was, and we thought it was funny that he was being a troll. But now, dude, stop. Don't lose your shit. Let individuals step down with honor and resign, and he did. If the warrior monk wants to chill and said, "Hey, I'm going to get out and help you run the administration with success for the Defense Department," then leave. Peace out. Leave. But don't be like, well, I want him out by 1 January, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. God, dude. I can go on forever with this shit. And then there's the visit. The visit. Yes, the visit. We're going to talk about that.
Wait, there was a visit?
There was a visit. We're going to talk about the second half.
I think I heard something about that.
Oh, yeah. That there was. It was a it was man. Hey, this just in. Yeah, real quick. The nation's oldest living veteran at the age of 112 has passed away. What was this? Wasn't this the veteran that had some shit stolen from him and then brought back once they found out that he was going to kick their ass or whatever? I can't remember what it was, at his Austin home. So Richard Overton dies in Austin at age 112. 112 years old, dude. I want to be. This
team oldest.
That is the team. Yeah, he is. That's it. He rocks Team Old. He is the chairperson of Team Old. Rock on. The nation's oldest living veteran, Richard Overton, died in a rehab facility at 112 years old. He was admitted to the hospital last week with pneumonia. And he died today. Wow. So this is just hot off the press. He was born in Bastrop, near Bastrop, in 1906 and served 3 years during World War II, spent the majority of his life in Austin, and was often seen on his porch at his home that he built in East Austin in 1945. He gave credit to God for his longevity, but he always said that cigars and whiskey helped. So listen up, nation. Cigars and whiskey. I've been smoking cigars when I was 18 years old, and I'm still smoking them. 12 a day, he said. 12 a day. The distinction of being the nation's oldest veteran brought quite a few visitors to his front porch. One person that graced his porch was former Rick Perry on Memorial Day 2013. I just want to come by and visit with you, Perry said. On Veterans Day the same year, former President Barack Obama honored Overton in front of the thousands in Washington. His service in the battlefield was not always matched by respect that he deserved at home, but this veteran held his hell high. In 2016, the time came for him to have 24/7 medical care. So he was given he had a GoFundMe go up. They didn't want to see him go to a nursing home, and so that GoFundMe hit $450,000. So he was able to stay in his house, and his house was renovated a little bit, so that we can accommodate him. So he said he was grateful for his service. I ain't getting rich, but I'm glad. But I feel glad. So, shots, old school, Richard Overton dies in Austin at the age of 112. God damn. I break balls about my age and shit, but that dude is old. That's 112. Oldest. Team Old. Cigars and whiskey. WTF Nation, cigars and whiskey. He didn't say anything about wives, so I don't know if I'm going to reach 112. All he said was cigars and whiskey. Fuck, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it then.
Key to his longevity.
Yeah, key to his longevity. Cigars and whiskey, but no wives, damn it. Fuck them bitches. Oh, man. Yeah, anyways. Well, thank you, Matt. This is exactly what this conversation is supposed to be like. In the back of a mission with your TC dismounts on a driver, or the back of a 2.5 or a 5-ton coming back from a jump, or just shooting shit in the fucking smoke pit in the motor pool, laughing at fucking everybody. That's exactly what Sarge Time is supposed to be about. Shooting shit about Army shit, about NCO and sergeanting. That's exactly what it is. That's a word quote by Spanky she made up when she first assumed the mantle of gunner during Sergeant's Time. Yeah, so
I make up words a lot.
Yeah, and people steal them. So we're gonna take a break right quick before Jim comes on, and then when he does, then we'll shoot the shit and talk about what we got, what he has going on. There's some questions I'm gonna ask, real quick, impromptu questions. This is something that we came up on the fly, surprise guest type stuff. He is, of course, a staff writer with Newsweek. Oh boy, some stuff we're gonna get heated about. Not us, but we're going to be talking about some shit that kind of pissed me off. And I'm going to have some, slides and showies and pictures and all this other stuff. So with that, shouts.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. what it is to see when you look at me deep into the photography. I don't really need your sympathy, just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got, and is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? Will I make it home alive? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know I'm breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier. Green beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see the day. In the constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight. Your peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. Pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. Part 2 of Sergeant's Time, broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center. Excellence with our guest, Jim LaPorta. What's going on, big man?
Hey, how are you doing, guys?
Oh, man, dude, I'm just going to cut to the fucking chase. What is going on? Holy shit. Oh, and you could, and you know what? You could talk and say and F-bomb all you want. This isn't national news. I mean, so you could say whatever. So real quick, dude, what happened on social media? Everyone's going off on you about some shit. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm sorry. Okay, real quick. You had posted something on Twitter about the visit of the president. And everyone was kind of like, oh, yeah. And they immediately started calling you a member of the deep state, or they started calling you all these names. One even had a tweet, somebody telling you to fucking go start a shotgun. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's been a fun Jesus, I can't remember if the story came out today or yesterday, but it's been 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
me,
dude.
I got bronchitis right now.
I was about to say, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, that my kid brought home some messed up biohazard disease, and I'm like just a few steps away from like The Walking Dead over here. But so I'll try not to cough in everybody's ear. But so no, basically, I mean, the story is essentially, around noon yesterday, I had gotten a tip from a DoD source of mine that the president was traveling, essentially, and but we didn't know exactly where. And so I started, typing up doing some pre-writing and trying to get sort of further confirmation. And then about 2 hours later, his plane started to show up, on radar and all that kind of stuff. And then we realized that he was going to Iraq. So he gets to Iraq, and usually, and this is going to be some sort of inside baseball kind of stuff of how, sort of journalism works. But
go for it.
Basically, all the national news outlets, they subscribe to what are called what is the White House pull reports. So basically, it's almost like standing duty at the barracks. It's a rotating list. So every day, a new reporter from a different outlet is the pull reporter, and it's their job to ask questions on behalf of all these different media outlets, Fox News, New York Times, CNN. Pretty much, they represent the news media. So we're sort of waiting for the first pull reports to come in, and the first ones come in, and it's sort of it's interesting. It's the first line that I wrote in my article. The first line is that the president was meeting with it was embargoed until he met with like U.S. Special Operation Forces, and then it went on to say that there was this really weird line about this Navy lieutenant commander stopping the president and saying, "Hey, I'm the chaplain for SEAL Team 5. Do you want to take a selfie?" And the president's like, basically heard SEAL Team 5 and said, "Well, absolutely.
Yeah,
I want to take a selfie." And so they took a selfie. And I'm like, well, that's odd. Why would the chaplain sort of say SEAL Team 5 was there? And then why would the pull reporter be allowed to even put that out there, without the White House sort of saying anything, or nobody saying, maybe we shouldn't put that out there, So that happens. And then, it wasn't a story yet until the president then puts out this video onto his Twitter feed. And I'm like, wait a minute. Are those the actual, is that SEAL Team 5? And so I started calling several sources of mine. I'm like, hey, did this just happen? Is this a thing? And basically they're like, yes, that just happened, and that's sort of how it ran into it. The controversy that we're seeing online, it stems from the word covert. And so just to go back into the journalism process.
Go for it.
How do I put this? Task and Purpose did a really good piece today. I think that was fair. Task Purpose had fair criticism in terms of the use of the word covert.
Of course.
Covert, within the context of U.S. Navy SEALs, does imply that they're doing Title 50 operations, which is
of course,
intelligence gathering operations. They're gonna Rob Rigel is gonna go kick in the door and take down Bin Laden, that sort of thing. So it does imply that. The way Newsweek looked at the word covert was that covert meant that it wasn't supposed to be revealed, which is true. The presence of a Navy SEAL team on a deployment, especially while they're still on the deployment in a specific place, is not supposed to be revealed.
Correct. Actually, that's any U.S. SOCOM asset, anyways. So I mean,
right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, their faces were revealed as well.
Exactly.
And so that so as you guys know, military units, just your sort of rank and file military units, their deployments are announced, like, hey, we're deploying, and this is about when we're coming home. That's normal. SEAL teams, however, even if they are quote unquote white special operation forces, I can't call up the Pentagon and say, hey, give me a list of where every SEAL platoon is in the world at a given time so I can report it to the American people. They're going to tell me to go pound sand, because they're not going to do that, because even though they're not your tier 1, super ninjas, they still fall under the umbrella of special operations.
Correct.
And so while I understand the argument of covert, I do understand that argument, and it's fair criticism. Newsweek felt that the word was best suited for a general audience. I have my own opinions about that, but again, whatever. But regardless of all that, setting all that, the debate of covert and not to use it or not use it, setting that all aside, at the end of the day, you had a SEAL team where their location was in the world revealed, including their faces, on the president's Twitter account. So, and that's the bottom line.
It gets better because the WTF Nation radios, we get access to, or we get to see a lot of stuff that U.S. Army WTF Moments posts as well. So we get privileged stuff, and one of the things that I saw, and I'm going to post it right now, of the photo op, there was an individual that was wearing, it almost looked like he was wearing oversized special operations gear, and he had a 3rd Infantry Division patch centered on his body armor.
Yeah, we saw that too.
Yeah, and in the realm that I have experienced with these individuals, wearing that kind of gear, they don't wear their unit patches on their fucking chests. They either have a U.S. flag that's brightly lit and reflective and all this other shit, and that's it. That's really all they wear. I've never seen any member of Rock of the Marne, any 3rd Infantry Division soldier at Fort Stewart ever have that type of gear with that type of kit, wear their patch on there.
Well, I saw that patch, and it stopped me for a second. I started asking around in my store. I was like, but the thing that stood out to my mind, I'm like, regular infantry guys have that kind of gear now?
No.
No. And me,
no.
I sort of look, I was regular Marine infantry. I was not anything special, and so I'm thinking to myself, man, God, they really have a lot more money than the Marine Corps does, if that's what the regular infantry guys are getting.
The Marine Corps kit's pretty snazzy. So already, because a Marine always has their shit dressed right, and laid out the way it's supposed to be, and we don't mix or match our stuff. I mean, we've talked about this before when you were on the Monday edition, how Marines have their stuff, but the studios immediately, because that's what they do. They go through and grab videos and shit, and that's what they do when they post. They notice, they're like, wait a minute, hang on, that patch right there, that's a special operations dude with a 3rd ID patch. I don't even think the 3rd ID is in Iraq.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, if I'm not, that would be something that's announced.
I don't know what to attribute it to. I've seen Marines wearing Ranger tabs on their gear before. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about like morale patches. Yeah, I've had like I've had the fun meter on my armor. You know what I mean? The fun meter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, either that or
the tactical monkey.
Either the Marine before becoming a Marine was in the Army and went through Ranger School, or while in the Marine Corps they went through Ranger School.
Correct.
Correct. So, again, do I think that's third IED? No, I don't. I don't. And if it was, I then have a lot more questions.
Well, that's what the studio, U.S. Army WTF Moment Studios, they immediately locked in on that shit and go, look at this shit. Is anybody not going to notice a conventional Army patch on someone that's supposed to be a special operations guy? What are you doing to that kid? What are you making that kid look like? You know what I mean? And I want to say it, but I'm going to say it. It looks fucking staged. All fucking, of course it was staged with AVGs in a goddamn chow hall, but holy shit.
All the, as you guys know, all the presidential visits are staged too.
Of course,
to a degree.
Of course.
But the other thing that bothered me about, or at least from the comments that I got from the article, is that the article quickly became seen as some sort of partisan political attack on the president. And I tried to push back on that as well on Twitter to suggest that the Trump administration has some sort of mutually exclusive hold over, operational security or even classified, spillage violations. Those people are kidding themselves. I mean,
dude, he can't even keep his mouth shut about the resignation of his SecDef.